Good news! Janelle Brown and Kody Brown again together. It will shock you. Sister Wives Season 19. The latest episode of Sister Wives, which aired on November 3rd, gave viewers a candid glimpse into Janelle and Kody Brown's strained relationship. The former couple, who officially separated but remain intertwined through family and finances, took time to sit down and discuss their uncertain future, particularly their lingering ties over Coyote Pass, the Arizona property that was supposed to serve as a shared family home. What started as a discussion about property quickly evolved into a heartfelt conversation that exposed the emotional distance between them. During the episode, Janelle bluntly expressed her view of their current situation, revealing a depth of separation that went beyond the physical. "I don't think we even exist in the same universe anymore," she told Kody, capturing the reality of their fractured bond. She acknowledged that while she still respects Kody and occasionally feels a connection to him, her newfound happiness apart from him speaks volumes. "Whenever we talk, I still feel that you've got this little hook in me or whatever, but I've been so happy that I don't foresee a long-term thing for us," she admitted. Their meeting highlighted just how divergent their lives had become, with Janelle embracing her independence and finding peace in her decision to move forward without Kody. In a candid confessional, Janelle shared her disillusionment with Kody's behavior over the past 2 years, expressing that he had barely been involved in her life during that time. "I don't even know who he is anymore, really," she reflected. This distance, both physical and emotional, has left her uncertain about Kody's role in her life going forward. Kody, however, appeared reluctant to let go, suggesting that Janelle consider living on the family land instead of seeking a buyout. He questioned why she didn't envision herself living with him on Coyote Pass, a proposition that Janelle seemed to view as completely unrealistic given the circumstances. Kody's sentiment was that they hadn't officially discussed their relationship status, implying that there might still be room for reconciliation. But Janelle was firm in her conviction. Her response was straightforward: "It's over. I guess I don't need some finality piece to say that." Janelle's comments hinted at the deeper differences that have emerged between them over the years. She explained that Kody wants a wife that acts differently than I do, underscoring the incompatibility that has plagued their relationship. Unlike some of Kody's other relationships, Janelle has always valued her autonomy and independence, traits that may have conflicted with Kody's vision of a traditional family structure. The tensions surrounding Coyote Pass serve as a potent reminder of the ambitions the Browns once shared, and how drastically those ambitions have unraveled. Originally, Coyote Pass was to be a symbol of unity and a communal future for the entire Brown family. But as more relationships have fractured, the dream of Coyote Pass as a shared sanctuary has dimmed. For Janelle, it's now simply a financial matter. She's ready to cut ties with the property and move forward, while Kody still clings to it as a vestige of their shared dream. As Janelle and Kody continue to navigate this transition, their interactions underscore just how much they've grown apart. Janelle's perspective reveals a woman who has found joy and satisfaction in her independence, even if it means moving on without Kody. For her, there's no need for an official closure because the chapter is already closed in her heart and mind. She no longer envisions a future tied to Kody, emotionally or otherwise. Meanwhile, Kody's comments suggest he's still processing the reality of their separation. Perhaps for him, the official end feels incomplete without a final moment of reconciliation or formal closure. But Janelle's resolute stance leaves little room for interpretation. She has accepted that their relationship is over, and she's ready to embrace her life without him. This candid exchange between Janelle and Kody reflects a broader theme in Sister Wives, the complicated journey of redefining family in the face of changing relationships and evolving identities. For Janelle, moving on from Kody is more than just a decision, it's a step toward self-empowerment and a newfound independence she's come to cherish. In the latest Sister Wives episode, Janelle Brown opened up to Kody Brown about the core issues that drove them apart, pointing to her own sense of independence and his selfishness as key factors that undermined their relationship. These contrasting traits, she explained, created ongoing tensions that neither could seem to overcome. Their conversation took an emotional turn as Kody questioned whether these issues were recent developments triggered by their separation over the past 2 years. Janelle, however, suggested that his behavior might be part of a long-standing pattern. "No, maybe you always were," she responded, highlighting that their incompatibilities ran deeper than recent events. This honesty set the stage for a deeper exploration of the long-standing issues that had accumulated over time, rather than being limited to their current circumstances. One particularly sensitive topic was Kody's changing relationship with their children. Janelle noted that her kids had observed a shift in his behavior, feeling that he was no longer the father they once knew. "The kids now talk about the dad they grew up with versus who you are now," she told Kody. Her statement underscored the emotional toll their separation has taken on the family and the distance the children feel from their father. Kody responded defensively, attributing the strained relationship to a recency bias on the children's part. According to him, their perception is skewed by the events that unfolded during the COVID-19 pandemic, which saw significant friction between him and the family over safety protocols. "They've shut me out and they're going based upon recency bias," he snapped, implying that the children's view of him was unfairly influenced by recent conflicts rather than the entirety of their shared history. This exchange sheds light on the growing rift not only between Janelle and Kody but also between Kody and his children. Janelle's willingness to address these issues head-on reveals her determination to confront difficult truths, while Kody's defensiveness reflects his struggle to reconcile the person he believes he is with the way he is now perceived by those closest to him. In a recent Sister Wives episode, Janelle Brown confronted Kody Brown about the core issues that drove them apart, specifically pointing to her independence and his selfishness as fundamental obstacles in their relationship. These differences, she suggested, were not recent but had always been present, causing friction that only grew over time. When Kody questioned if these issues arose in the last 2 years since their separation, Janelle replied, "No, maybe you always were." Her remark pointed to a long-standing tension that existed beyond their recent split, suggesting their problems ran much deeper. Their conversation also brought up the strained relationship between Kody and their children. Janelle mentioned that her kids now see him differently, feeling he's not the same father they grew up with. "The kids now talk about the dad they grew up with versus who you are now," she shared. Kody, however, defended himself, claiming that the kids' view of him was clouded by recency bias and conflicts from the COVID-19 pandemic. He snapped, "They've shut me out." This brief but tense exchange underscored the emotional distance not only between Janelle and Kody but also between Kody and his children, reflecting a deeply fractured family dynamic.